Hello learners, in this lecture we will study correlation. Correlation in statistics refers to relationship between any two or more variables. Two variables are said to be correlated if with a change in the values of one variable there arises a change in the value of another variable. Types of correlation: simple, partial and multiple correlation. When the relationship between any two variables only is studied, it is a case of simple correlation. When the relationship between any two out of the three or more variables is studied, ignoring the effect of the other related variables, it is a case of partial correlation. Positive and negative correlation. When the value of both the variables under study move in the same direction, that is, with an increase in the value of variable, the value of the other variable increases, and with a decrease in the value of one variable, the value of the other variable decreases, it is the case of positive correlation. On the other hand, when both the variables under study move in the opposite direction, that is, an increase in the value of one is followed by a decrease in the value of the other, and a decrease in the value of one is followed by an increase in the value of the other, is called the negative correlation. Perfect and imperfect correlation. When the values of both the variables under study change at a constant ratio irrespective of the direction, it is a case of perfect correlation. On the other hand, when the values of the variables under study change at different ratios, it is a case of imperfect correlation. When correlations are measured mathematically, the value of the perfect correlation will be either +1 or -1, and the value of imperfect correlation will be between +-1. Linear and non-linear correlation. When the data relating to correlation plotted on a graph paper give rise to a straight line, it is the case of linear correlation. This is possible only when there is perfect relationship or consistency on the ratio of change between the values of variables. On the other hand, when the data of two variables plotted on a graph paper give out a curve of any direction, it is a case of curvilinear or non-linear correlation. Like the other correlation, non-linear correlation can be either positive or negative in nature, and accordingly, it may give either an upward or downward curve when plotted on a graph paper. Methods of studying correlation. There are different methods of studying correlation between any two or more series, but for measuring the correlation between any two variables, that is simple correlation, selection of the suitable method may be made out of the following. First, diagrammatic method, graphic method, Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, Spearman's coefficient method, cocurrent deviation method, least square method. So, in this lecture, we have covered studying correlation. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.